EA Sports coverage. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as well as they get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be...
Mike 20! Mike 5-4. Too low. Got packed. Hey, lucky.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Shit. Left. Hey, wahoo.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 20. Regular. 80 weapons. Back.
They'll run on first down. Drake, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now a give right side. It's Drake.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Here we go. Check.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Focus, defense, focus. Kill.
Break. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Watch twist. Hey, Haywood.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, it's Drake. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now a give right side. Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
They'll try the left side. It's Drake, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Get in the right room. Hey, orbit. Undercut. 48 to Mike.
Fitzpatrick. On the left side, this is Stills. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A throw over the middle, taken in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, Elliott fights through yet again. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on 3rd down. They end up
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Drake. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Under 10, under Bravo. 25, check 25.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, color.
On third down, Fitzpatrick, the quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. You've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? It's a short kick, taking it to 15. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Third and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards that time for number 19.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into the end zone.